Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this 20-minute lower body stretch focusing on your hips and hamstrings. You don't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay everyone, so let's begin today by meeting in a comfortable seated position. Whichever position feels good for you is okay. I'm going to be cross-legged, but just come to sit with a nice long spine, relax the shoulders, maybe close the eyes or find a nice soft gaze towards the floor. And just start to take a few deep breaths in, breathing all the way in through the nose and all the way out through the nose or the mouth. We're not going to be here for very long, just taking a second in stillness, taking a second to deepen the breath, to connect to yourself today. Taking one more full deep breath. And then on your next inhale, we can open the eyes if they are closed, and we can reach both hands all the way up to the sky, palms together at the top, and exhale, hands down through center. And again, we take a big inhale, we reach both hands up. This time as we exhale, drop the right hand to the floor, reach over with the left. Take a few deep breaths here. Keep that left sit bone connected to the floor, don't let it lift. And then inhale, come back to the top, and exhale, drop the left hand, reach over with the right. Right sit bone stays connected to the floor, deepening that stretch through the right hand side of your waist. And then come all the way back up through center, palms come together, and exhale, hands to the knees. Nice. From here, we're just going to take some nice big circles with the upper body, maybe inhaling as we sweep forwards, exhaling as we sweep back. So inhale to come forwards, exhale back, send the chest forwards and the shoulders back. As we come behind, round out the spine. Just bringing as much movement into your spine as you can, stretching out that upper back. And then at some point switch directions, take a few the other way. Inhaling as we come forwards, exhaling as we come back. Nice, and then eventually we find ourselves coming all the way back into center. And from here, we're going to release the legs out long. So come onto the sit bones, take both legs out nice and long, and just start by finding a little flex of the feet back towards the knees, and then point the toes away. So a little flex and a little point. Just mobilizing the ankles a little bit, starting to bring a little bit of energy, a little bit of blood flow up through the legs. Nice, and then eventually come back to stillness. We're going to draw the right knee up and in towards the chest. Just bring it as close in towards the body as you can. And we're going to keep the left leg nice and active by pointing the toes up towards the sky. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. Find a little hug around that right knee. We take the right hand behind your hip and find a twist. So as we inhale, we reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. As we exhale, we twist from our center into this nice spinal twist. Keep breathing here. And if it works, maybe we take the left elbow onto the outside of the right knee. Keep that length through the spine. Maybe send the gaze over the back shoulder. And then after your next exhale, we can release from our twist, come back through center, And let that right knee drop open towards the side. So the sole of the foot comes onto the inside of that straightened leg. We're going to inhale to sit up nice and tall, reach the fingertips up high, and just hold it here. Keep everything active. So the left leg is active, the toes are pointing up, the fingertips are reaching up, the spine is long. Take a nice big inhale, sit up tall, and as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards over that left leg. Whenever we need to stop, we can stop, drop the hands. Take a few deep breaths here, breathing into the hamstrings. Continue to let that right knee fall open towards the ground. And if it helps to take hold of the foot or the leg and draw the body a little bit lower, we might be here. Find one more breath. And then slowly come all the way back up through center. This time draw the left foot in, connect the sole of the foot to the opposite so we find our butterfly stretch. Sit up nice and tall, take hold of the feet or the ankles, and either just keep the body up or maybe find a forward fold. Drawing the chest down towards the feet. We might even use the elbows to press those knees a little bit wider. And then slowly come all the way back up to center. We're going to release by sending the right leg out long, pointing the toes up to the sky and drawing that left knee in towards the chest. We're going to find our twist. So take the left hand out behind your hip, give yourself a little hug. As we inhale, we sit up tall, and as we exhale, we twist from our core. Every inhale, the crown of the head reaches up. Every exhale, we might twist a little further. If we find space in the body, we might bend that right elbow, connect it to the outside of the left knee. Maybe starting to send the gaze over the back shoulder. And then after your next exhale, release all the way back through center. Let that left knee drop open towards the side and find this activation once again through the body. So the fingertips are reaching up high, the spine is long, that straightened leg is nice and engaged, toes are flexed back. Give me a nice big inhale to reach up, and as we exhale, dive the upper body forwards over that straightened leg. Maybe we take this a little bit lower, or maybe we keep this side a little bit higher, that's up to you. But just stop wherever you need to stop and take a few deep breaths. If it helps to maybe hold on to the leg and draw the upper body a little bit lower, we might do that. Taking one final breath here. And then slowly release and come all the way back up into seated. Nice. From here, we're going to find our Gomukasana legs, our cow face legs. So take that right knee and cross it in front of you so that the knee is pointing directly forwards. And then we're going to pick up the right leg. We're going to place that right knee on top. So it's almost like a more extreme version of a cross-legged here. So the knees, if there was a line running through the center of your body, it would hit both knees. And we can bring these feet as close in towards the body as you like, or keep them a little bit further away, but keep some length through the spine. Take a few deep breaths here into the thighs, into the glute muscles. And if we can stay tall with our spine, maybe we reach the hands out in front and maybe we find our eagle arms. So crossing the left elbow over the top of the right, either bringing the backs of the hands together or the palms. Hold it here. Keep the elbows lifted away from the face. Taking a few deep breaths. And then after your next exhale, release the hands, bring them down to the floor, and we can either just uncross the legs and come back in the other way, or for a little bit of a fancier, I suppose, transition, we're just going to press into the hands, keep the feet where they are as we spin all the way around, and then come to sit back down. So we will now find that the left knee is on top, the right knee is underneath. And once again, just bring the feet as close in towards the body as we can. Find some length through the spine, sit up tall. And then if we want to find our eagle arms, we take the arms out in front, cross the right elbow this time on top of the left, and then either bring the backs or the palms of the hands together. Breathing all the way in, all the way out. And then after your next exhale, releasing those arms, bringing them back to the floor, we're going to uncross the legs and we're going to roll forwards into our tabletop. So meet me on the hands and the knees, wrists under shoulders, knees are under hips, and we're going to take a few cat-cow. So inhale, we look forwards, drop the belly, point the tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, look forwards. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back. Nice, every inhale we roll the spine forwards, every exhale we send it under. Just taking a few more breaths here. Nice, and then on your next inhale, maybe we tuck the toes under. This time as we exhale, maybe we lift the hips high, send them back to find a downward facing dog. Let the head hang heavy. Breathe deep. Maybe we start to pedal out through the feet here, bending one knee at a time, reaching each heel towards the mat. Nice, and then come back into stillness. If we need a break from our downward dog, we can take a break anytime. But if we're good here, we're going to pick up the right toes and we're going to bring the toes just to the back of your left heel. And we're going to use the toes to press the left heel a little bit closer to the mat. Taking a big breath here. And then release the right toes, take the right leg all the way up to the sky, bend the knee and open the hip. Take one big breath here. And then go ahead and square off the hips, look towards the hands and bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Drop the foot, point the right toes out to the side and sit yourself back for a pigeon pose. So we can find a little bit of a wiggle through the hips just to get ourselves comfortable. Keep those hips squared off towards the front of the mat. And then either just hold here, or if it works, to maybe walk the hands forwards, maybe bring the head down. We can take it all the way down. Taking a few slow and deep breaths here. Fighting the urge to tense up through the hips or through the thighs or the glute muscles. If we do notice the urge to tense, try to let go. Focus on your exhale. Take one more breath. And And then release, come all the way back out, exactly how we got in. Come back to the hands. We're going to tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and then step back into your plank. Take an inhale here, and as we exhale, we lift the hips, send them back, downward facing dog. Let's find that little pedal out through the feet. Maybe we start to go a little bit deeper this time, trying to reach each heel a little bit closer to your mat. Keep those hips nice and high. Welcome in that stretch. That's why we're here. And then eventually we come back to stillness. This time we're going to pick up the left toes and just hook the toes onto the back of your right ankle and use the toes to bring that heel a little bit closer to the floor. We should be feeling a really good stretch through the back of the hamstrings. And then on your next inhale, reach the left toes up to the sky, bend the knee, open up that hip. Point that left knee up to the sky. One more breath. And then square off the hips, look forwards, bring the left knee towards the left wrist, place it onto the floor and open the toes towards the right hand side of your mat. And then go ahead and lower the hips. Find your pigeon on this side. We might find a little wiggle with the hips just to get ourselves comfortable. Once we find our center, we stop. Maybe we keep it high, or maybe we walk it low. Maybe coming to the elbows. Maybe releasing the forehead down. But focusing once again on the breath. Resisting that urge to tense and hold on to tension. With every exhale, relax. Relax the thighs, the hips, the glutes, the low back. One more breath. And then come out exactly how you got in by walking yourself back up onto the hands. This time we're going to bring that right knee in, bring the left knee back, and then just sit yourself back for a child's pose. So we might bring the toes together, the knees apart, walk the fingers forwards, rest the forehead down. Melting the chest towards the floor. Lengthening the spine, sending the sit bones back. Taking your last few deep breaths here, finding stillness. Coming back to your breath. And then whenever you're ready, lifting yourself up, coming out of your child's pose, maybe walking the hands back towards the knees. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have enjoyed. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. And whatever you are doing, have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.